Hello everyone and welcome to another toy review with me, Exim Ferris. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. I was out at my local B&M over the weekend and I was just looking through the DC figures and found this Martian Manhunter in there. I love the Martian Manhunter. Even before he turned up in the Supergirl TV show, I was a big fan of his. I've got a few DC figures. But I saw this guy and I went, oh yeah, absolutely, got to get him. And I wanted to do a quick review because it's one of my favourite characters. So let's have a look at the box then. As you can see, he is in the CW Supergirl packaging. He's got the name down the side here, like all of these DC Direct figures. No, it's DC Collectables now, isn't it? Keep forgetting. And then round the back we've got other figures that they have in the line. Sadly they didn't have any of these in my B&M. They only had the Manhunter, but I'd love to get the rest. I'm not too sure about the Constantine. My mum thinks he looks okay, but I'm not convinced. But yeah, so hopefully one of the B&Ms near me will get the others in. And on this side you've got a nice screen grab, I would say, from the TV show. On the top is the Supergirl logo and there's the bump on the bottom. So yeah, he's nicely packaged. Again, with these DC collectible figures you do get a really nice window box, so you can see, if you're a mint-in box collector, you can see the figure. So right, well, I will pop him out of his box and we'll have a closer look. Okay, so here is Jon outside of his packaging and he does look rather spiffing. Right, before we look at the figure in detail, I'm just gonna take a look at the things that he comes with. I've left this here because I quite like the Supergirl background that's on there, and that's rather nice. So that's that. He comes with a little instruction sheet that shows you how to change the hands. Yeah, I don't know why they've done that several times because I think it's exactly the same, but anyway, there you go. That's that. He does come with 2 extra sets of hands. So he's got these flying hands. If I can, there we go. Nice pair of hands there that you can attach if you want him in a flying pose. Those are rather nice. And he has a pair of open hands. Very nice. Alright, let's get him back in frame. And let's have a closer look at the figure. I love this guy. I really love this guy. Right, so there he is. Let's have a closer look at his face. I think they've done a very good job here. I guess it's easier because if you've not seen the show, the Martian Manhunter in the show is CG, so he's all animated, so it's probably easier for them to sculpt from an animation than it is from a human face, so I think they've got this pretty much spot on. He does look really good. He's got a bit of stuff on the top of his head there, but yeah, he looks really nice. See if I can get any closer on those eyes. No, I don't think that's going to work, but yeah, he's got nice red eyes there with a little black pupil. His lips are a different colour, they're slightly lighter green. And we've got some nice detailing there on the side of his head. And the paintwork is really good as well, and this dark wash just to fill in the folds. And the contours of his head look amazing, lovely. And you've got the red cross on his chest. lovely paintwork. I didn't have a choice with these. They only had this one, so I couldn't go through and check to see which one had the best paint apps or anything, but it's really nicely done. Some blues here. Most of his body's cast in this charcoal grey, I'd say, with just the highlights. Nice. And he has got his cape, and there's some more paint detailing on the back there. So yeah, and like most of these figures, the cape is a soft plasticky rubbery type thing. So yeah, so really nice figure, really well done figure. I love the way he looks. Right, let's have a look at his articulation. These DC collectible figures are usually really well articulated. So his head is on a ball joint, although you can't really do much up or down because of the way his head is. But it's got some nice side-to-side motion. You can move it slightly, so you can get a slight quizzical look that way anyway. His arms go all the way around. You can't really do too much in and out because it's hindered by this shoulder piece. I don't think that comes off now, so you can't really do much with that. But I mean, you can still get it up for a fly-in pose. So he has rotation at the elbow and under 90 degrees. The fists do rotate. He does have the in and out motion, but you can't really do much with that. Again, because this wrist piece here, this armour gets in the way. So yeah, I mean, you can move it a bit. It's not terrible. At least it's there. So he does have an ab crunch, but not much in the way of forward. Go back a little bit, and there's a small amount of rotation, not a huge amount. Leg will go forward that far, and back not at all really. Out to the side, it's all sort of hindered by this piece here, sadly. There is no upper leg rotation. It does have a double joint on the knee. His feet can go up and down, but there doesn't seem to be any side to side. So yeah, for this one it does actually seem to be a little less well articulated than other figures I've got in the line, which is a little bit of a shame, because the actual figure itself is, I mean, the sculpt is perfect, it looks amazing, but I suppose it's because the amount of armour that he's got on, it makes it a little more difficult for, you know, moving those joints, especially here and at the hips. But I mean, I usually have my figures in a pretty neutral pose anyway, so it's not a big deal for me. But if you like lots of different poses in your figures, yeah, this one's a little bit limited. Anyway, let's have a look at these hands. So we'll pop the left hand off. So as per the instructions, just pops out, and it's just the same here, and you can just pop that in like so. And again, it is slightly hindered, although yeah, I'll go that way. Yeah, then it just wants to pop back out. So I go a bit, but it does want to pop out. So yeah, and let's have a look at the flight hand. So it's exactly the same. Let's pop that in. So it's either a flight hand or a karate chop hand. Alright, hello, stop. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, the hands are okay. I will probably leave the fists on mine, but yeah, otherwise he's he's a decent figure. I'll be honest, these were a £5 in B&M. These are the cheapest I've ever seen them. Usually they're £8, and I'm usually happy to pay the £8, but I didn't realise until I got to the till, and I bought two because I bought Hal Jordan Green Lantern as well. And it wasn't till I got outside and I thought, well, that seemed to be cheaper than I was thinking it was going to be. And yeah, they were all a £5. So I wish I'd gone back in and bought some more actually, but there you go. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's a quick look at this CW Supergirl Martian Manhunter, Jon Jonzz. If I get any more of these, I will do some reviews on them. I know they've been out in America for a while. We don't get them. We don't get them here, not at retail anyway. I've only ever seen them on B&M shelves. I've never seen them anywhere else. Oh, I tell a lie, the original factory shop had the Firestorm from Legends of Tomorrow. But that's the only other place I've seen these. So if I do find any more that I'd like to pick up, then I'll do a video on those as well. So as usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Fingers on plastic.